How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh man, I am so excited to be fishing with you today.
Man, me too.
So we are at Sardis. First and foremost, congratulations on your recent victory on the American Crappie Trail Tour at Grenada. That is quite an accomplishment on the #1 crappie lake in the world, competing against the best crappie fishermen on the planet. So congratulations, man. That is no easy feat. You were definitely...
It was some of the best, you're right, some of the best fishermen I've ever fished against in my life. Well, all of them were there at the same time, let me say that. So, yes, definitely an honor to fish against that type of fisherman and come out on top.
And then what are you holding there in your hand?
This is a Buck's Graphite jig pole made by B&M Pole Company. This jig pole has been around, I don't know how many years, but this is one of their older jig poles and still going strong. It's a 16-foot pole, and this is the pole that we used in the tournament. We used a 16-foot pole to get away from the boat, and we didn't pitch at those fish. We would fish them vertical and just straight down on them, and 6-7 foot of water. And we used the longer pole just to get away from the boat. And then we had on here we actually had a little Slater's hair jig on there during the tournament, and then we went up to a bobber stop and a small bead and then a 1/4 ounce weight, and that allowed this weight up here allowed our bait to get down a little bit faster and get it where we wanted it quicker. We only had a slight window to get it in, and that weight helps that. And then the little hair jig, so we would tip it with a small minnow, and had found earlier in the week that was something they couldn't resist. And
nice.
So we hooked up on, I'd say 90% of the fish that we targeted.
Now I see you've got a little crappie magnet head on there today with no body on it. So right. Are we going to be presenting that with a tipped minnow? Yeah.
That's what we'll be doing today, and putting a minnow on there with no tube on there. Right now the fish they're just not in a good mood for whatever reason, so we're just using a little color up top and tipping it with a minnow.
Super windy conditions last few days, and the sun's coming up. I said we get out there and give it a shot. What do you say?
Let's go get them.
All right, thank you, Jeremy Aldridge.
All right, thank you.
So what do we got here, Jeremy?
This is a silent stalker.
Silent stalker.
Goes on the front of the boat and takes away all that noise of the wind, the wave slap. So.
Very cool.
Unfortunately, I don't have one of those boats that allows you to keep it on all the time. My old boat, aluminum boat, I kept it on all the time. Never had to take it on and off when I put it on the trailer, but that made it nice.
First off, Jeremy, how old are you?
I am 36.
36?
Yeah.
36. And how did you get involved in the crappie game?
Just being probably from down here around the best lakes in the country, to be honest with you. Everybody in high school did it, and not everybody, but a lot of us in high school would go out, and so it started with a little John boat and wading, and then it went from there. So yeah, it's hard not to crappie fish being here around in my opinion, the best lakes in the country.
Yeah, the Golden Corridor is what I'm calling it.
That's it.
Now, fished with Les Smith, fished with Clay Blair, and we've covered Arkabutla, and we've covered Enid, but I'm very excited to cover Sardis, which is probably this, what would you rank it, between Grenada, Sardis, or are they just all great at different times for different reasons? Can you break down the order in which you would consider the lakes in?
It's in reference to the size of the fish, or catching them. I think that's the Sardis. You're going to catch a lot more fish than say Grenada or Arkabutla. And they're good fish. It's but you're not gonna catch those 3-pounders, you know, that you will on Arca Butler and Grenada. So
Yeah.
but they're good fish.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. Big 13, 14, 15-inch fish. But it's just totally different lakes as far as the size a lot of times.
Right. I see we've got the Garmin Live Scope going.
Right.
Kind of a staple these days in the
It is.
crappie world, is it not?
It is. When we get out there fishing for the white ones, we're gonna use some color and some jigs.
Nice.
Try some crappie magnets and tip them with a minnow.
Nice. What's your favorite color on this lake? Or should we just let them?
Dude, you're in Mississippi. Anything chartreuse.
Yeah.
So,
All right, good deal.
how about you guys? What color's big up there? Do they eat the chartreuse?
You know what? Our, of course, chartreuse is good. You know, black and chartreuse, white and chartreuse. I think the contrasts, you know. But our shad in Kansas, in my particular area, have a really iridescent purple on it. So I really like that therapist color because it's, you know, a dark purple with chartreuse. All right. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, there's 3 of them traveling together. Got him. Got him. Oh my gosh, can we get that? No. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
That's a netting fish in Kansas, my friend. Wow, dude, you made that look pretty easy. Live scope and sniper. Jeremy. Wow. Look at that fish. Hold him up there like that. Nice. 13 and a half, 14-inch crappie. Man, good looking fish. Hold him up to that. Well, that didn't take long.
No, no.
That is incredible. And that was the little of the two. That's
Right.
the one behind it, right? Great.
So, I'm a firm believer in taking this guy and putting him in the grease or giving him to somebody that wants him.
All right, very cool.
You may not put that on there. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh no, I eat them too. All right, man, that did not take long to catch that fish. That's very, very impressive. And you're surgical with that being in, right?
I don't know about that, but I'll agree. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you dropped down, you caught the fish.
Yes.
It's like, wowza. You definitely spent some time on the water, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm fishing probably too much, my wife says. So definitely a lot of practice.
A lot of practice. Coolest video game in the world, am I right?
Yeah, you are exactly right. Sit here and do this all day long.
I know it. So, 25 feet of water, Sardis, October 18th. Thank you for fishing with me on a Sunday, by the way. I know
Yes,
that's
sir.
probably reserved for family. And we're having some success out here, right? Scoping these fish. What about different techniques at different times of the year? Like, what's your go-to in the spring? What's your go-to in the winter and the summer?
In the spring, we'll start in the spring, first of the year. The lakes will be real muddy and the fish will be suspended up really high in the water column. So we'll multi-pole or live scope single pole. When I say multi-pole, just pushing a, 6 to 8 poles off the front of the boat with a single jig or something, and fishing 3 or 4 foot deep. And those fish will transition into the shallower water. And then as summer comes, they'll get back out in the deeper water, and this fall they'll ease up, and the water's going to be pulled down because these are flood control lakes, and they do pull a lot of water, so the fish will ease up in the mouths of the creeks and everything. And then wintertime, as we're approaching, they're moving back out deep.
Do they ever school up in Sardis?
They do when they're pulling the water, and a guy was asking me that the other day. It's very rarely do I see now with the technology we have to be able to see them, but I don't really see. I don't really see a concentration of bigger ones all together like you would think.
Uh-oh. Boom. That's my man, Jeremy. Woo.
This is a little guy.
A little guy. Hey, I like it there. I like it a lot. Gotcha. Gotta get some crappie on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just let you have all the fun. Show them the little rig we got going on here.
All right, so I've got just a little bitty. That's probably a 32nd ounce jig with a pretty good size hook on it, and no skirt right now. Just a minnow. Then I've got a bobber stop that'll let me adjust it up and down, and then I've got a bead on it to keep it from running through keeping the bobber stop from running through my weight.
Okay.
Then I've got just a little 1/4 ounce weight on there, and but I like the bobber stop better than I do the barrel swivel.
Running it through the line.
Yep. That way, if I get hung up, I can just take the tip of my pole and push it down there, and that bobber stop will move, and I'll be able to push it all the way down to the hook and pop it off.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I show that to everybody, do you?
No, that's fine.
Oh, dude, that's a great tip. That is a great tip. I never thought of that. Yep. All right, well, thank you, man. Let's do it. Let's catch another.
We're going to.
All right. But I tell you what. That's all right. People that have that gambolic personality, like we're talking about, they also appreciate the camaraderie of friendship and learning and getting to meet people like yourself. Stop. And then he headed out of town.
What was that about?
Oh, no.
You want the fish?
No, keep going. Oh, dude, you cut me on the face. I'm bleeding.
Is that really?
Am I bleeding?
Yeah, it's just a little small one. I got good insurance. You carry any extra insurance?
On the boat? Yeah.
You
know what? I'm on Bass Pro's pro staff, so they make us carry $1 million policy.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like $3,000 a year. What's yours?
I don't have any extra other than what's on the boat.
The boat insurance.
Look at that guy, would you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another great. That's a little bit bigger. Alright, get my face in there. Oh man, that's awesome. The bird dog swam right to the place I was fishing and ruined my bank, but I was so frustrated I didn't care anyway, and I threw right in at my bird dog and caught one right next to my bird dog. It didn't even spook him off.
Got him.
That looks like a big one. That's got to be the biggest one yet.
Oh, it's a mad one.
Huh?
It's a mad one.
He's mad, all right. Look at that. Boom! Another fish in the boat. Quality crappie.
Man.
Beautiful white crappie, man. Look at that. Unbelievable. Hold it up to that camera. So I notice we're keeping some of these crappie. We're gonna fry them up. What's the secret recipe?
Well, other than frying, which is hard to beat, we have gotten into, we'll take the crappie and lay them on a baking dish. Excuse my kitchen terms, I don't know the names of it, but we'll lay them in there and season them with Tony's or whatever.
Saccharonis?
Yeah, just whatever, you know, lemon and season them with that, and then take Rotel, the canned Rotel, the little tomato-looking things, pour it all on top of them, put some slice up lemons and lay them on top of that, put them in there and bake them, and it's actually really good.
On those Rotel tomatoes, do you use the original or the spicy, or
well, I guess whatever,
mix it up?
Yeah, whatever. If you like spicy, I do.
Yeah.
So I'll do that, and I'll do some noodles or something on the side, and that's it's kind of my new thing for as far as cooking crappie.
That's probably a little bit more healthy than frying them up, don't you
I
think?
imagine, probably so.
I probably got to switch to that. Your boat handles like a dream. I didn't wreck it. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, it's just an open layout, center console. I like it for what I do. I do a good bit of guiding, so it works for me.
Yeah.
And that's it. It rides good.
Yeah.
Can handle rough waves.
Nice. So your family, they like to get outdoors with you too?
They do. They do. Had them out yesterday riding four-wheeler or riding in the Jeep and putting out trail cameras for deer and the whole 9 yards.
Well, those two kids you had at the dinner yesterday, they look like they're going to grow up outdoors kids. Huh?
Right. I believe you're right.
They were rocking and a rolling.
They are a mess.
What are their ages? Oh, there you go. Pretty little black crappie. And they got to be 12 inches, right?
Yep, they got to be 12 inches. So this guy will go back.
About 10 and a half. But boy, what a nice looking species. So how often do you guide a week? Varies, different times of the year?
It does. You know, well, I've got Nick Hudson, my tournament fishing partner. He helps me guide, so he'll do 50 or 60 trips for me, and I'll do 50 or 60. So having a full-time job and doing that many trips, we stay pretty busy.
Nice. And what is a full-time job?
I'm an accountant. So spring times are tough for me.
Tax season, right?
Tax season to get out here and fish. So having Nick really helps me, but you know, once I get through the spring, I'm fortunate to work in a family firm, and fortunate to where I can get off and get out here and get a little sanity. You know, being cooped up in the office all day is tough.
You're kind of like me. You find a little serenity, you know, out here, and calmness. And
yeah, it doesn't matter if you catch them or not. To me, it's just being out here. I love it.
I call it a mental massage. After I'm done fishing, I feel like I'm a better dad, a better husband, a better boss, a better employee.
Right.
Yeah, I think it has its therapeutical value. You know,
I do too.
Therapeutic value. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another great. That's a little bit bigger. Was that 15 inches?
It's getting close.
I'm just really enthusiastic. That's a 15-inch crappie. Come on. Come on, isn't it?
Yeah, he's 15.
Yeah. Beautiful fish. Hold him up there and they can't see the fish. Looks like a good one down there, don't it?
Yeah, I think that's a keeper. If I can shoot him down, I think I'll be a little behind. He's a little deep. Yeah, got to follow him. So.
how long will you follow a fish?
Oh man, I don't know. Probably longer than I should sometimes.
Yeah.
I've followed them. I bet you I've followed them 3 or 4 football fields.
Really?
Yeah.
With success.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's like you're a stalker. I mean, the hunt mechanism clicks in your psyche, am I right?
That's right.
That's cool. Turn around. You got it.
It's bigger, buddy.
Easy peasy. Oh my gosh.
We need to find the big ones.
Still, man.
11 inches?
Yeah, that's 11 inches, 10 and a half. I hate, that hurts to see you turn that one loose. Look at this belly rumbling. He's like, what the heck? 12 inches.
Yeah, welcome to Mississippi.
Yeah, I mean, that says something about the quality of fish. This is a destination location for trophy fish. I mean, it's, and it's proven daily. Am I right?
You're right. I mean, it's, people come from all over the country to have a shot at a guy like that.
I like that one. He's coming at us.
Yeah.
We need a bigger boat. A little Jaws reference there. So what else do you enjoy besides crappie fishing? And accounting?
Deer hunting.
Deer hunting? Duck hunting?
Just getting out hunting and I really like turkey hunting too, and it kind of gets in the way of my fishing, but it's we're not messing with those little guys anymore.
I tell you what, this B&M Fish, Eat, Live series has totally redefined my thinking in crappie fishing. Oh man, good
As
drop.
As
far as wanting to go after big ones, you know what I mean? If you got the tools and you got the time, and I understand that there's different times that different ways you fish. Like when you're guiding, you want to put people on a lot of fish, right?
mm-hmm.
But when we're out here just, enjoying a beautiful God-given Sunday, you want to try to catch a monster, right?
Right.
And when you're with kids, you want to. Oh man, that's a good drop down, and that is a fish on, everybody. Is that a bigger one? Oh, that is a tank. Hey, we're having a good time. What's up, guys? Look at that fish. Want me to grab him? Look at that fish. Hold him up to the camera and give me a smile. Jeremy, wow. I cannot thank you enough for showing me this and showing me that fish. That is absolutely gorgeous. That go on a wall. I mean, what is that, 15?
No, but it's 14.
14?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
all
it's
right.
good enough.
See, I'm from Kansas. I can't guesstimate these big fish. That's just a big fish to me. I'd say 14, 15.
Right.
But beautiful specimen, healthy fish. He attacked it.
Yes.
And you can do that here at Mississippi daily.
I think you're right. Yes, you can.
You're a good
About to show you another one here shortly. We're gonna get us another.
good ambassador to the sport of crappie fishing in Mississippi. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, it's awesome. Hold still.
Heck of a day.
Heck of a day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, our pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching Fish, Eat, Live. Our mission is to demonstrate the benefits of the Fish, Eat, Live lifestyle. We look forward to educating, entertaining, and attracting you to the healthy lifestyle of the great outdoors. We're definitely going to have some wholesome family fun on the water every Sunday at 6 p.m. So hit that subscription and that notification bell because we want you to come be a part of this.